So, what are we gonna do tonight, OCG?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertram. Take over YouTube.
Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
Shut up, Bertram.
Okay, shutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / fucktotem Bertram. Say hello, Bertram.
Hello, Bertram.
And this is our live stream for Insert Game Title Here. So let me just begin by saying that this stream was made for children. I mean, not made for children. So, Mum and Dad, if you decide to show this to your children, maybe mute the audio. Now, let's commence with the profanity-strewn livestream that contains references to sex, mutilation, and torture. Ha ha ha! I'm only kidding. There is no torture. Okay, Bertram. Number 4 on the list of all things that Japanese video games must contain. Number 4 is female characters with heaving bosoms. And you might be asking yourself, but why? Why must a Japanese video game feature such characters? And it's quite simple. For longevity of the game. You see, the average game may only take you a couple of hours to finish. But if you throw a couple of female characters into your game, particularly the ones with heaving bosoms, then lonely gamers, such as myself, whenever these characters appear on the screen, will pause the video game to indulge in a little self-love, if you catch my meaning. And that's a good thing for the longevity of the... Oh, shit.
Are you playing this game online, OCG?
I have absolutely no desire to play online, Bertram. Frankly, I'd rather put my penis in a very sharp cheese grater.
Why, OCG?
Only homicidal maniacs. Or children. Or homicidal maniac children play games online, Bertram.
Oh, what a dangerous world we live in.
Quite. Just the other day, a child called me a "see you next Tuesday."
Oh, what an odd insult. Was he on drugs?
Probably, but you don't understand. He called me a C-U-N.
Oh, I get it. Well, you are.
What did you say?
Nothing. Does this game have zombies in it?
No, Bertram.
However,
It has 1,000 bloody ballet dancers doing the splits while singing "The Winner Takes It All." You can see, can't you? So you should be able to tell if this game has zombies in it or not.
I was bitten on the pee-pee by a zombie once.
I know I'm going to regret asking this question, but, how did a zombie bite you on the pee-pee, Bertram?
I think it was a zombie prostitute.
Well, that makes perfect sense. We've all been there.
Oh, did a zombie prostitute bite your pee-pee?
No. She stole my wallet and then flushed my trousers down the toilet.
Oh, I see.
Speaking of prostitutes, I visited a dominatrix once. wasn't a lot of foreplay or intercourse. And can you believe she didn't even have any biscuits?
Oh,
Well-
bitch!
I was a guest in her brothel, and I wasn't even offered so much as a glass of milk or a digestive. Well, that will be the last time I'll be visiting her.
Because she was so inhospitable?
No, because a grand piano crashed through her ceiling last week, killing her.
Oh!
I'm afraid the time has come, Bertram. It's time to tell the good people
What are you
of
saying?
Britain why I wear these sunglasses. And sadly, the truth is I wear these sunglasses
What are you saying?
because I am blind.
Really?
No, not really. The actual reason I wear these sunglasses is because I have
What are you
lasers
saying?
inside my eyes. And should I remove these sunglasses, you would be destroyed with said lasers.
Really?
No, not really. Splatterhouse indeed. I tell you, Bertram, if you want to see what an actual splatterhouse looks like, you only have to come round to my parents' house at Christmas. I've never seen such a bloodbath. Year after year, inevitably some relative of mine gets drunk, and another relative will take them out with a turkey baster. I don't think I've actually told you this, Bertram, but my great-great-great-great-great Aunt Delilah circumcised my great-great-great-great-great Uncle Humphrey with only a wooden spoon. Yes, remarkable. Who knew you could circumcise someone with
I hope the actors in this game were paid a lot of money.
No, I don't think so. Some of the actors in this game are women,
Seriously.
Bertram. Women don't get paid, do they? Well, not unless they are women of ill repute, shall we say.
Please note, OCG nor anyone at Obsessive Compulsive Gaming actually believes that statement to be true.
Well, mostly. Don't get me wrong, Bertram. I love women. I've married 4 of the bloody things. I mean, people. People. But frankly, I don't trust them.
Why?
Well, do you remember that time I holidayed on Coney Island?
Oh, yeah! Isn't that when you were bit by a bearded lady?
Yes, quite. Thank the Lord I hate children, because I won't be having any anytime soon.
Oh, yeah! She bit you on the, thingy.
Don't remind me. Every time I urinate, the toilet looks like that bloody elevator from The Shining.
Oh, yuck!
Quite. So, dear viewer, if you feel sorry for me and my problems downstairs, feel free to send me a cash donation or just subscribe to the channel. Do it. Do it right now, or I'll send a panther to your house. And not a nice panther, but a feral, pissed off panther. Did you know, Bertram, that my wife volunteered to be a human pincushion once?
Volunteered?
Super.
Well, volunteered, forced to do it, whatever. Do you know it took 5 million pins to cover her incredibly large head? I won't tell you how many it took to cover her incredibly large stomach. Let's just say it was a lot. You know, Bertram, that woman has a problem with... bollocks.
OCG.
Yes?
I was watching a film earlier, and someone said his brother was inbred. What does inbred mean?
Well, Bertram, tell me, do you kiss your mother on the lips?
You know.
Yes.
Then you, sir, are inbred. Just like yeast. Sorry. That was a baking joke.
I don't get it.
Well, because bread contains yeast. Therefore, yeast is in bread. You know, in bread.
I'm serious.
Never mind. You know, this is just what I need on a day like today. Gaming never fails to make me smile.
Would you like to tell me about it?
Yes, Bertram. When I play video games, my mouth moves in this very uncomfortable shape.
No, I meant, would you like to tell me about your day?
Ah, I see. I knew that.
Oh, I do.
Well, firstly,
serious.
my doctor cancelled my annual colon examination. You know how much I look forward to that.
Indeed.
And then secondly, I managed to crash the car into some idiot's house.
What idiot's house?
Ours.
I'm serious.
Oh,
In my defense, I forgot to put on my glasses.
oh, that's the second time you've crashed in a month.
Well, that last crash doesn't count.
You were driving the wrong way on a one-way street.
Well, I saw no sign.
Yes, because you forgot to put your glasses on that day as well.
Oh, details, details.
You're going to kill someone one day. You're going to kill someone else one day.
Well, let's just continue with the gaming before I suffer an aneurysm.
Not like anyone.
Oh, wouldn't that be a shame?
What was that?
Nothing.
By Jove.
By Jove?
Look here.
I just found a Bakewell tart in my underpants.
Oh, can I have some?
No.
Oh,
Seriously.
OCG, did you know that I went to a water park once?
No.
I say water park, but what I really mean is, I took a bath once.
Oh. Fascinating.
Are you being sarcastic?
Good Lord, no.
You are being sarcastic.
No, I'm not.
It's not
Now
like
you're
that.
being argumentative.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
However,
Yes, you are.
Let's just move on before people start throwing fruit at us and booing.
I got smacked in the face with a banana once.
Oh God, I hope that's not a euphemism.
What's a euphemism?
It's a country.
Oh, really?
No, not really.
What's the title of this game we're playing?
I don't.
I forget. Let's just call it Nonsense and Poppycock, Bertram.
It's not.
Nonsense and Poppycock. I do enjoy the word poppycock.
Not every.
Poppycock.
However,
Poppycock. Poppycock.
Not giving up.
Poppycock.
Are the cocks male chickens?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I like cocks.
Well,
Of
Mate.
course you
Seriously.
do, Bertram.
Serious.
Of
Well-
course you do.
Does this game have aliens in it?
Seriously.
No, Bertram. It has 1,000
Well-
rent boys doing
Darn it.
handstands.
Oh, really?
No, not really. Pay bloody attention, and you'll know if this game has aliens in it or not.
Speaking of aliens,
However-
what do you
Serious.
think is the better film? Alien or Aliens?
Event Horizon.
That's not one of the Alien movies.
No, it's not, Bertram. It's better.
Echt jetzt?
Oh! I actually quite enjoy Alien Resurrection.
Well,
And that's
serious.
why no one likes you, Bertram.
That's not true. Your mother adores me.
So she does. I forgot that bitch was still alive.
That's not very nice.
Don't act so
serious.
shocked, Bertram. You know that I hate my family.
I don't.
I thought you liked your Uncle Roderick.
What?
Well-
The man who ate his own children and set fire to 6 churches in
insane.
England.
No.
He's okay, I suppose. Did I ever tell you that he has an insect fetish?
Fetish? Is that the name for people who like killing insects?
I don't want to believe.
No. It's the name for people who like having sex with insects.
looking back.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yes. It's very common. When I was 14, I walked in on my father having sex with a grasshopper. I've not been the same since.
serious.
Oh my!
Remind me when we finish this, Bertram, to berate my wife about the quality of her pancakes.
What's wrong with her pancakes?
It's
The
not.
question is, what's right about her pancakes? Like her breasts, they are much too flat for my liking.
I saw a frog once with massive breasts.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
I thought so.
I think not.
Though I have had a toad in the hole once.
Bertram, I've told you before, I have no desire to hear about what you do and do not put up your backside.
But,
No, Bertram, I will hear no more about it.
but,
I like inserting foreign objects into my
nice to know.
backside as much as the next chap, but you don't see me running around telling everyone about it, do you?
Might be.
but,
No, Bertram, we're
Time
moving
is
on.
upon us.
Oh, that reminds me. We need to play Battletoads again. Maybe we'll stream the whole bloody thing. Did you know, Bertram, that the original Battletoads is the reason I don't have grandparents anymore?
No.
oh, were they so addicted to the game that they ignored you, and thus you decided to never speak to them again?
I don't want to believe.
No. The original game frustrated me so much that I decided to murder the first 2 people I saw after smashing my controller against the wall. Now, sadly, my grandparents were babysitting me that day.
Oh my! So you murdered them?
Well, I wouldn't put it so graphically, Bertram. Let's just say I tore off their heads with my bare hands and then proceeded to shove said heads up their own backsides.
Oh my!
Yes, quite.
Isn't there a remake of Battletoads on the Xbox?
How dare you say that name in front of the PlayStation 5? Oh no, look now, you made him cry. Apologize, Bertram.
Sorry?
Good man. Don't you worry, PlayStation 5. Daddy will play with your slots when this playthrough is done.
You're a very strange man.
Oh, I know. Oh, by the way, did you record last night's EastEnders for me, Bertram?
Affirmative. I also recorded that naughty movie. What was it called again?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I do not, and never will, watch naughty movies. But I do believe it was called Horny Horatio, the Well-Hung Highwayman. Moving on. Did I ever tell you, Bertram, that my father was a serial killer? So, I actually grew up in a real murder house.
Oh, that can't be pleasant.
What are you?
Quite. I found a decapitated head under my bed once.
Oh my!
No, not an eye. A head. A head.
I said, oh my.
Ah,
However,
well, there was body parts, blood and guts all over our kitchen. So cooking was an absolute nightmare. Gave a whole new meaning to the term
Strange.
finger food. Bertram, I have just noticed this, but, why are you not wearing any trousers? Or underpants, for that matter?
Well, my pee-pee was warm.
What are you?
Did you stand a little too close to the oven again?
Yes.
I
What are you
see.
saying?
I meant to ask you, OCG, but I was walking past the bathroom this morning, and I thought I could see you taking a selfie on the toilet.
Well spotted, Bertram. I was indeed taking a picture of myself on the toilet.
That's weird.
Not at all, Bertram. I document all of my trips to the toilet.
That's very weird.
Well, I thought everyone did that. My father did that. For 95 years, he documented every single trip he made to the toilet. I have a whole shelf of photo albums containing nothing but pictures of father's excursions to the bathroom. They are fascinating.
It's not like that.
I think we need to get you to a psychiatrist as soon as possible.
There's nothing wrong with me, Bertram. Oh, by the way, tell that pink elephant over there to stop jumping up and down like that. It's most distracting.
no.
Oh no, he's lost it.
Quite. Moving on, do you know, Bertram, that I consider myself to be something of a medium?
What is a medium?
Well, it means that you can speak to the dead. So, for example, your mother has just at this very moment told me to tell you that you smell of dick cheese.
But my mother isn't dead.
Oh, damn it. Did I forget to tell you about that? Silly me.
How did she die?
Well, I forget the details. Something about a bear in heat. sexual assault and your mother being found in 1,112 pieces.
Oh no, Mommy!
Are you
You
serious?
can mourn later, Bertram. We have a game to finish playing.
Oh, I don't think I can. I'm struggling just to sit here.
You're struggling to sit here? Is it because I insist that you sit in an electric chair?
No, it's because I am struggling with my sexuality.
Oh. I don't really know what to say to that, Bertram.
Ha ha! April Fools!
Thinking.
What? April Fools?
However,
It's not April, you imbecile!
Not good.
Oh!
Well-
Oh yeah!
I don't want to
So,
believe.
what is this game about?
Well, we play as a random teenage girl who, struggling to come to terms with the death of her brother, becomes a prostitute / serial killer and goes on a rampage in a small mining town.
Is that really what this game is about?
More or less.
Oh my god!
More or less
What are
meaning...
you saying?
No, that is not what this game is about.
Oh, so what is this game about?
Well, if I told you that, there would be no point in playing the game.
Oh,
Oh no.
so what's this game about?
I told you already, Bertram. If I reveal anything about the plot, there would be no point in playing the game.
Oh, yeah, I understand. So what's this game about? Ow! Hi ho, it's home to work we go.
Shut up, Bertram.
I said if you told me to shut up one more time, I would kill myself.
Well, then you better get that razor ready, Bertram.
Seriously.
Actually, I changed my mind.
Is that
I thought you might. Can't bear the thought of leaving me, eh?
No, we just don't own any razors.
What are you...
Oh, I see.
Well,
Well, I have a samurai sword if you'd like to use that.
But that's sharp.
Yes. Usually helps if you're planning to kill yourself.
All the same, I'll just leave it.
Well, you let me know if you change your mind. Heaven knows I could do with some good news for a change.
Yes. What?
Ha ha! I jest.
Look here.
Mostly.
Is this a beat 'em up game?
Does it look like a bloody beat-em-up game, Bertram?
I like beat 'em
I'm
ups.
serious.
I do it at least 4 times a day.
No, you like beating off, Bertram. You do that at least 4 times a day.
Oh yeah, so I do.
Right, just go over here. Sonic the Hedgehog, he's a little bastard. Sonic the Hedgehog, he is always plastered. Dum 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 dum.
Is that the actual lyrics?
But
Sadly not, Bertram. Sega said they were not child-friendly enough or some such bollocks.
OCG, what's a wet dream?
Well, It's when,
I'm serious.
how do I put this without sounding crude?
Oh my gosh.
Aha! Do you remember that time you spilled a glass of milk in bed while you were dreaming, Bertram?
You mean that time you spilled a glass of milk in bed while you were dreaming?
Whatever. Anyway, a wet dream is like that. Except the milk comes out of your penis.
Oh!
What?
I must say, OCG, this game you're playing is very exciting.
Put your trousers back on, Bertram, and get that rash looked at.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Oh, that reminds me. I put a slice of carrot cake in the fridge last night for safekeeping. And when I checked this morning, it was gone.
What the?
Do you know anything about that, Bertram?
Well, a homeless man came to the front door this morning, and he asked if we had any food, so I...
You gave him the carrot cake?
Yes?
Excellent, Bertram.
Why are you so happy about that?
Because, my accident-prone manservant, I had planned to send that very slice of cake to my in-laws. So, I added something extra to
I'm
the
serious.
ingredients.
And what was
did he
that?
I don't want to believe.
Poison. But killing a homeless man is just as satisfying. Homeless people are damned annoying. They stink too.
Oh no!
You did a good thing today, Bertram. As a reward, I will wash my own backside from now on.
Looking back.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
Did I tell you,
Super.
OCG, that the hunchback who lives down the street got a pet rabbit for Christmas?
What? Someone gave that poor hunchback an actual vibrator? There's some sick people in the world.
No, it's an actual pet rabbit.
Hey,
Ah, speaking of rabbits, I have never had one as a pet.
like
But I
that.
did once hold a Playboy bunny in my basement for 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, Claudia. What happened to her?
Sure.
Well,
It's
I
super.
lost the key to the basement and she starved to death.
Oh, I can see now why you've never had a rabbit as a pet.
I never had a rabbit, no, but I did have a great white shark.
I never thought you looked like the type of
However-
chap who would like sharks.
Well, appearances can be deceptive, Bertram.
Yes, as you learned when you brought your fourth wife home on your wedding night.
I did wonder what that bulge was sticking out of her underpants. Or should I say sticking out of his underpants?
I'm serious.
And the fact he was called Brian and had a beard didn't set off alarm bells?
Well, you know that my eyesight is not what it once was. At least I let the chap sleep in the basement until he could find somewhere else to live.
And whatever became of your fourth wife / husband?
Well, you see, I lost the key to the basement. Again. And he starved to death.
I don't want to believe.
I'm noticing a pattern here. Did you know they're making a new series of Game of Thrones with a cast of skeletons?
I did not. What's it going to be called?
Game of Bones.
Oh, I thought that was the name of the pornographic version of Game of Thrones.
No, I believe that's called Game of Boning.
Ah, I see,
What's
I
he saying?
see. I think Game of Thrones would make an excellent RPG game.
What does RPG mean again?
Role-playing game.
Oh, like when you make me dress up like a secretary and you dress up like a stern business owner. Who?
Yes, just like that. Remind me to
Not
tell you the
everything's bad.
meaning of the word secret when we're done with this walkthrough. Moving on. And oh, while I remember, dear viewers, if you want to see more
yes?
walkthroughs, reviews, and gaming news presented in 43 FPS,
What do
then
you mean?
remember
You do
to
have
subscribe
words
to
in it.
the
You do.
channel.
I saw.
What does FPS mean again?
Frames per second. So, for example, films are usually presented in 24 FPS.
Films. Like when you make me take off all of my clothes and cover myself with peanut butter while you film and...
Yes, just like that. Does the phrase, "this'll be our little secret," mean nothing to you, Bertram?
What does secret mean
Why now,
again?
Lumi? Why
Oh.
only now?
Never mind.
Oh, I wish stuff like this game happened in real life.
Real life?
The wrong answer.
What are you talking
Where's
about,
the notebook
Bertram? Video games are real life.
Oh, did you forget to
Annika.
take your medication again?
What happened?
Absolutely not. Now shut up so I can hear what this pink elephant in the corner is saying to me. Go on. Oh, I see. Is that so? Then what did he say?
Lead the way, Annika.
Oh, most amusing.
Oh dear.
The pink elephant was just telling me about his school.
Oh, what was your school like?
It had more mutants than Xavier's School for the Gifted. There was a lot of inbreeding in my town.
You're here.
Oh, I see.
Dead.
I personally could imagine you being the
Don't worry
school
about the body,
bully.
okay? We'll take care of
I am
Very
not a
kind of you.
bully, Bertram.
that. Can't let corpses
Now
just be
go
lying
and get
around.
me a coffee, you fetus-shaped abomination.
Why are we playing this game, OCG? You said we could play the Bratz video game today.
I said no such thing.
You said the Bratz video game was your favorite video game.
I said no such thing. We'll play Bratz later. I promise. It's the viewers' fault, Bertram. They wouldn't understand my love for the Bratz and their passion for fashion.
Oh, I see.
Mia.
Why are we whispering? The viewers can still hear us.
Mia.
Fuck.
Of course.
Can I go to the toilet?
I'll
Certainly.
take care of Lumi's body. Don't worry,
Don't
pal.
use my
to the
marble
grave digger now.
toilet paper.
I'm just doing my part, pal.
There's some
leave
sandpaper
me
in
alone
the
for a bit.
cabinet.
Sure.
What's the difference between a remaster and a remake?
Isaac.
Think I am, Bertram? Some kind of expert?
Yes?
Oh. Well, quite right. Well, the difference between a remaster and a remake is...
Yes.
Creature. I say, is that Inigo Montoya I see in our
I'll stick
garden?
here for a while.
Stop
you
trying to
don't
change
mind.
the subject. It's okay to admit you don't know.
Me?
Audience
Don't know? Ah, I've forgotten more than you will ever know, my dim-witted manservant.
Okay, so what's the difference between a remaster and a remake?
Well, that's quite simple. It's
What?
Harry?
Didn't you hear me? Oh dear. Well, I guess you'll never know then.
Weirdest
We have to move on. Yes.
Okay.
Did you know,
Go on.
Bertram,
It
that
was a
I
snake.
am 1/16th psychic?
A snake
No, Bertram.
hunting a bird.
It's not time for dinner.
Oh, how did you know I was thinking that?
You see?
Without the wings
Psychic.
of a bird.
Oh, that's
Should I have been a bird of
amazing.
prey?
What else
After all,
can you do?
Fool.
Well, I can tuck my Colonel Mustard between my legs, so I look like I have a lady garden.
I bit my
Would you
own
like
tail.
to see?
No thank
No
you,
more.
Buffalo Bill. OCG, I found this adorable frog in the garden.
Don't tire
You should
yourself out.
kiss him and see if he turns
Ramblings of
into
a
a
dying
prince.
Oh no,
Isn't it so
I'm not
Chris?
falling for that.
Don't call me that.
Again,
You wouldn't
I was
find
hospitalized for 6 days the last time. The
another
bloody
psychic
nurses had the
death could
nerve
mean
to
rebirth.
laugh at me.
Another you.
Because they couldn't believe you would be so
Me.
stupid as to
The
kiss a
snake
frog.
bit itself.
No, because I slipped on a bushel of grapes in the
chest
ward.
hurts. It
Oh,
hurts.
And I actually had the audacity to sue the hospital.
well,
Imagine
that
his
doesn't
life.
surprise me. You're a chap
After
some
life.
would describe as
I only see darkness
disingenuous.
Even though
Didn't
I
you
tried
ask
to
a
come to light.
prostitute for a refund once?
People
Oh,
are
yes.
so afraid of hell.
Why?
Well, the
Even in
product
shadows
was
there's
defective.
reasoning.
And by
That's
defective you
All
mean...
I fear
Dead.
is the nothing.
I see.
Don't think like
You
that.
do have some very odd fetishes,
I feel
OCG.
the nothing
Why don't you
descending
tell
upon
us
me.
all about
I'm
them?
dying.
Well,
Please
naturally,
help me,
I
I'm
would love
dying.
to explain them to you, but
Can't you
sadly,
do
I
anything?
don't have the time as I have an
My
appointment
heart,
with my
my heart,
gynecologist in 10
my
minutes.
heart. Why did
Because
I come
my
here to
vagina
this
has
island?
been giving me
Why?
jip.
I shouldn't have accepted.
Okay.
This
Oh,
madness
I meant to tell you, Bertram.
hurts.
I saw your friend Simon the
Harry,
Simpleton this
you
morning.
Gotta
He looked like utter ass.
help.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Simon hasn't been well recently.
Oh dear. What happened?
Well, he stuck his fingers in a wall socket and electrocuted himself.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. He is a simpleton after all.
I must say, OCG, the graphics in this game thing are really very good.
Well, that's because they're not graphics, Bertram.
Food, pal?
Those are real people.
He left screaming and
Oh,
kicking.
quick,
I didn't need
OCG,
that
call
much
the
more from the
police.
others.
There are strangers in the
get some
television
rest, mate.
again.
We'll take care of the
Calm
body now.
Down, Bertram.
Okay,
They can't
okay.
hurt
I'll
you.
call back later.
That's what you said when that bitch in the night dress and long black hair started crawling out of the television.
Yes, I did, but remember, you killed that girl, Bertram. And I had to get rid of the body for you, so you wouldn't go to prison and get used as a sex toy by the prisoners.
Oh, yeah. But wasn't it you who killed her? And then I
are you
got rid
saying?
of the body
But-
so you wouldn't go to prison and get used as a sex toy?
Oh, whatever.
Oh, I forgot to ask. How was the colon checkup this morning?
Oh, well, I'll let you know when the chaps finish checking it, Bertram.
Oh, I, didn't see you down there. Hello?
Looking back,
Hello? Don't talk to that man when he's working, Bertram.
Okay.
I don't know.
What was the name of that anime show you were watching this morning, OCG?
Ah, 'twas Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles.
what does Kimetsu no Yaiba
I'm
mean?
serious.
It means don't feed the
don't
prostitute while it's hibernating.
What are you
really?
saying?
Well, how the hell should I know? I don't speak anime.
Oh my god.
Did you know, Bertram, that I was once considered a slayer of demons?
Strange.
Demons?
Well-
Really?
Oh, you know, demons, women, same thing.
Didn't you tell me once that your sister was
What
a
are you saying?
demon?
No, she was possessed by a demon. There is a difference.
It's not like
Which
that.
is?
Why?
Well, a lot of projectile vomit, a potty mouth, and a fetish
be.
for crucifixes.
Oh,
I tell you, Bertram, that Lady Demetresque
don't
is
want to
quite
believe.
the catch.
I don't
In
know.
fact, if she were a fish, you would need an incredibly large
Huh?
net.
Not giving up.
Yes. That woman is so tall, I think she could tickle King Kong's ballsack. Ha ha. And another. Shit.
Oh my god.
Can I just say that you are looking particularly awful today, Bertram?
Oh my god.
oh, thank you.
Wow.
I'm in a good
Hi.
mood. I booted up my Nintendo 3DS. You know, I forgot how good Mario 64 is.
Don't say that too loud, Bertram. Just in case Miss PlayStation 5 hears you.
Oh, is she the jealous type?
Oh, very. I was on the Xbox yesterday, and she
did you
threw
say?
a DualShock
Goodness.
4 controller right at my bollocks.
Oh, ouch.
Yes, quite. So
However-
let's keep it down with the Nintendo chat, eh?
I will do.
Thank you, Bertram. Here, have a biscuit.
But that's a dog biscuit.
Yes, who's a good boy?
I
You
don't
are.
know.
You are a good boy.
I'm not eating that dog biscuit.
Eat it.
Strange.
Eat it.
No.
Spoil sport. Fine. I'll
I'm
eat the
serious.
bloody thing. Oh, good lord. That tastes dreadful.
Ha ha.
Shut up, Bertram, you bastard.
That's £1 you have to put in the swear jar.
Oh no.
What?
You said bastard,
But-
so that means you have to put £1 in the swear jar.
Well, you just said it. That's £1 you have to put in the swear jar.
Oh shit.
It's not like that.
Correction. £2.
Don't want to believe.
Which coincidentally was how much I paid for a second-hand copy of Mario 64 back in the early 2000s. Ouch!
Oh, what happened?
Bloody PlayStation 5 threw a hammer at me.
It's possessed.
Yes, we can call an exorcist later. Let's finish this playthrough.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Strange.
Bertram, I said we will deal with it later.
Okay. How about we play some Super Mario after this game?
Mate.
Bertram, you idiot. What did I tell you about mentioning? Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
OCG, why is the PlayStation 5 holding a knife?
Because we're in trouble. Run, Bertram, run!
I heard another gaming YouTuber mention
did he
3D
say?
platformers.
And yet-
What are 3D platformers, OCG?
Well, games like Mario 64, Jack
Not
and
giving up.
Daxter, or
I'm
Crash
serious.
Bandicoot are 3D platformers.
What about Crash Bandicoot 2?
Yes, that's another 3D platformer.
What about Crash Bandicoot 3?
Yes, that's another 3D platformer.
What about...
I'm going to save us some time here, Bertram.
Merkwürdig.
All of the Crash Bandicoot games are 3D platformers.
Oh, even Crash Team Racing?
Well, apart from that.
What about Crash Tag Team Racing?
Yes, apart from that.
What about...
Bertram, if you don't shut up right now, I'm going to choke you with a pair of my dirty underpants.
Not good.
What are you...
Thank you.
I'm serious.
OCG, can I ask you a personal question?
Why, certainly, Bertram.
Worried.
Who took your virginity?
That would be my Uncle
I'm
Roderick.
serious.
In fact, I'm still waiting to get it back.
How old were you?
43.
Oh, wow. You were old.
Yes, I was always a late bloomer, Bertram.
Strange.
Did you know I was breastfed until the age of 29?
Oh, wow. Can we play Skyrim after this?
Oh, absolutely not.
Don't want
Why not?
Because, like my wife, I don't like playing with bollocks.
meine Kleine.
Oh, you're going to get death threats again.
I've never received death threats.
Oh, I meant to say
See,
you're going to get death threats that I don't tell you about again.
Dear Lord, oh my, who would want to send me death threats?
Apart from everyone?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Harrison.
You know, I'm considering giving you a pay rise, Bertram. I've been most impressed with how you've washed my underpants recently.
Oh, is that true?
Of course it is.
Justice
Would I
will
lie to you,
prevail.
Bertram?
Well, you did tell me once that setting fire to myself would cure my cold.
Well, I don't recall hearing you sneezing in the hospital, so I was right, was I not?
Yes, but I suffered burns over 98% of my body.
Oh, details, details.
What does FPS mean? First person shooter?
Don't be ridiculous, Bertram. First person shooter. I've never heard anything so stupid.
Then what does it mean?
It means
Mia,
4 pornos, please.
See this
Oh, don't be ridiculous. 4 pornos, please. I've never heard anything so stupid.
Are you trying to be funny, Bertram? If you are, perhaps you would like to leave this place and join a circus.
Oh, pig.
No thank you.
Do you know, I was once buggered at a circus.
What?
No, it doesn't mean what you think it means, Bertram.
Push
Pick
through.
up your dictionary.
We don't have a dictionary.
Touch
Well
the
then,
ground.
pretend.
Raise arms in the revolution.
Okay.
Till we
Now
realize
look up the word buggered and read out what it says.
fools.
Let me help you,
Unable to go
Bertram.
against the odds.
Buggered, British slang, to be seriously harmed or damaged.
Oh.
Understand?
Oh, yes. So how were you damaged at a circus?
A clown
course not.
fingered me.
you're thinking about them now.
What?
Even with all the...
A clown stuck his fingers in my eyes. I was fingered.
Cry.
Oh.
Can you give
Why?
me a smile?
What do you think I meant?
Nothing.
I don't know if I ever told you this, Bertram, my dear
course.
manservant, but I once filleted Sonic the Hedgehog.
You cut him up?
Oh, did I say filleted again? My mistake. I meant filleted.
Free.
Yes.
Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead, or undead is purely coincidental.
So, my psychiatrist has told me I need to engage more with you commoners. So, please tell me down below. What do you think of this game? Like it? Love it? Want to crawl into bed and make passionate love to it? Ah, hello there, you beautiful bastards. As you might know by now, I'm pretty infamous. I run my own little YouTube channel focused on gaming. So there's reviews, commentary, all manner of degradation, delivered in my rich British accent, and it's bloody hilarious. I'd like to ask you to go through my channel with a fine mustache comb. And if you like what you see and hear, then please consider subscribing. I deserve it, and my ego will thank you. No, seriously, dear viewers, my views and subscription rate is pathetic. The homeless chap down the street from here is doing better than I am, and he eats insects.
Did you really need to put this in the middle of a live stream?
Yes, I did, Bertram. Now, if you'll excuse me, Bertram, I'm going to put something inside myself whilst we continue to play this game. Did you know, Bertram, that I met Mega Man myself recently? Yes, I mean, the chap's in his 40s now, has a glass eye, walks with a bit of a limp. So I decided to follow him and see where he went. Luckily for me, he visited the local gentleman's toilets. And when he was urinating in that hole in the wall thing, I thought I would just have a little peek, see what Mega Man is packing. But as it turns out, Bertram, he's not so much a Mega Man. Okay. For the last time, Bertram, you are not a monkey. Therefore, you are not allowed to throw poo at me. Okay? And another...
OCG, I think the toilet's blocked again.
Be quiet, Bertram. Can't you see I'm trying to watch the news here?
Oh, is it interesting? I've never seen the news.
Oh yes, very interesting, Bertram. It usually features some of my favorite things, including stories of violence and of sexual misconduct. In fact, instead of me telling you about it, why don't we sit down and watch the news together?
Must we? I was going to go watch an episode of Peppa Pig.
Yes, Bertram, we must. And who knows? We might grow as friends through, watching the news together.
Oh, okay. Good evening. This is the news. I am News, the newsman. Tonight's top story. A man has been arrested in Dorset, suspected of being a Scooby-Doo villain. Brian Marston had apparently been trying to scare the residents of a local nursing home while dressed up as a giant penis. Mr. Masterson was only unmasked when one of the residents' grandchildren caught him, in their words, going pee-pee. When asked to comment on his arrest, Mr. Masterson turned and said, in a very proud voice, that he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling
Talk about
kids.
shit and
In
things.
other news, a
Well-
woman has been
Give me some
arrested
sugar.
under suspicion of breastfeeding her husband in the middle
that a
of a
bitch?
McDonald's restaurant.
Are you
When
serious?
asked to comment on why she was breastfeeding her husband,
Seriously.
the woman,
that a
who
bitch?
shall be called
Well-
Anonymous, simply.
Look here.
Seriously.
How unprofessional,
Not like
Bertram.
anyone has
I've
said
never seen a newsman laugh at one of his own stories.
Yes, indeed. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. It might have sounded like I was laughing at the news story of the woman breastfeeding her husband,
Well-
but it was, in fact, technical difficulties. So, when the woman was asked to comment on why she was breastfeeding her husband, she simply stated that McDonald's
Boy.
did not have any milk, and her husband is partial to a glass of milk. Now, let's hear about today's
Well-
weather from
Hey,
the weatherman. Go ahead, weatherman.
Right, we can
Look
turn
here.
this off now, Bertram.
Stop a minute.
Don't you want to hear about the weather?
Oh, no, Bertram. Let's just do what we're supposed to be doing and concentrating on this
ain't
game.
that a bitch?
Isn't it amazing that somehow the game
Seriously.
has been playing itself while we did this whole comedic
What the-
skit bit?
Yes, Bertram, remarkable. In fact,
That a-
I suppose now's as good a time as any, but I've actually employed some help who is
Not giving up.
actually going to play the video games just whilst we go off on these kind of tangents where we do comical skits and the like.
Hi.
Oh, you haven't introduced us?
Well, that's because, well, you see, the thing is, Bertram, in order for me to employ this individual,
Well-
I had to somehow convince them that I was living completely alone.
So you didn't tell them
Seriously.
about me?
No, Bertram, sadly not. So,
that's great.
when this new employee of mine, comes over to play the video games, while we go off on our comedic skits, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, I would like for you to go into the closet and close the door. And not make a peep, not even stick your head out until said employee has left.
Does this employee have a name?
What are you talking about, Bertram? I've already told you their name.
Have you?
Yes! Employee!
Oh!
You know, Bertram,
Well,
Yes, OCG?
Mierda.
I have absolutely
seriously.
the worst job in the world.
Really, OCG?
Yes, Bertram. Now let me tell you why. I spent all day playing video games.
For this.
Every single
Well-
second of every single minute of every single hour of the entire 24-hour day, I spent playing video games. Doesn't that sound like a bloody nightmare?
No, not really.
Well, it is. 'Tis an absolute unmitigated nightmare. While all of my beloved viewers...
You mean all four of them?
Shut up, Bertram! While all of my beloved viewers
Mate.
are out there working 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 to feed their families or buy a new car or go and see a prostitute or take their mistresses on holiday or buy 1,527 Krispy Kreme donuts, while you, the average person,
What are you
the
saying?
commoners, are out working, slaving away in probably some piece of shit office somewhere, or working as a bin man or in McDonald's or working in a bank or working as a teacher in a school, while you're out there slaving away, giving your blood, sweat and tears, I am here playing video games. I know, you want to feel sorry for me, but I tell you, don't, dear viewer. Do not give me your sympathy. I don't deserve it. You are out there doing awful work, like working in McDonald's, working in a bank, etc., etc. And I'm here playing video games all day long. And I'm here to tell you that it's an absolute unmitigated nightmare. If you think your job is bad, then I want you to just think of what I do all day long. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I am playing bloody video games.
Are you being sarcastic, OCG?
No, Bertram, I am not being sarcastic. I'm telling you right here, right now, that I have the worst job in the world. Even people that clean toilets don't have as bad a job as I do. Even nurses who work in nursing homes and clean up after old geriatric people that shit themselves while watching daytime television. I'm telling you that even as bad as that job is, mine is 1,000 times worse. I have the worst job in the world. I sit here all day long playing video games while you're out there earning money for your bloody children and your bloody relatives and saving up to buy a new bloody car or whatever you're doing. I'm here playing video games, sitting on my fat backside in front of my rather large television. Or monitor, if you're a PC gamer. So I'm sitting here in front of my large television. Monitor, if you're a PC gamer, doing absolutely nothing but playing video games, drinking gin, eating as much as I'm content to do so from the relative safety of my home. And you're out there working. And I just want to tell you, dear viewer, that I have the worst... I'm sorry. I couldn't keep it going, Bertram. I couldn't hold it in.
I knew you were joking.
Of course I'm joking, Bertram. Worst job in the world. I have the best job in the world. And all you stupid people out there, you all have the worst jobs in the world. You all want to be me. You all want to be in my shoes and do nothing but play video games all day. But you can't, because you all have fucking children and fucking families and mistresses and holidays and all that bollocks. I get to sit here and think only of myself.
And me.
Yes, and you. I occasionally think about you. Mostly how I'm going to throw you out of the window, or how I'm going to poison your dinner, or how I'm going to make your sleeping arrangements even more uncomfortable than they are. But yes, you do occasionally enter my mind, Bertram.
So what have we learned today, OCG?
That you all suck, and I'm the best.
If you say so. Wait a minute. This game doesn't look like Crash Bandicoot.
Well done, Bertram. Have a gold star and a complimentary pat on the head. This is indeed not Crash Bandicoot.
But you promised we could play Crash Bandicoot.
I did no such thing.
Yes you did. Right before you got abducted by aliens, and then sued them for prodding your backside in a very inappropriate way.
Abducted? Aliens? Very? Bertram, could you have been dreaming?
Oh yeah, I was dreaming.
Well, that explains it.
Do you remember when you got cursed by that gypsy woman and your pee-pee fell off? What was her name again? You know, the ugly bitch that cursed you.
Wasn't it your mother?
Oh yeah, it was. So, are we gonna play Crash Bandicoot now?
In the name of Isaac Newton and his shriveled genitals, we discussed this already. I never said we would play Crash Bandicoot.
Yes you did. Right before you were...
Abducted by aliens. Yes, you dreamt that, Bertram. Remember?
Oh yeah. Is this game scary?
Well, I would say it's more silly than scary.
Oh, well, at least that begins with an S too.
Good job seeing the positive side, Bertram.
In a way, I'm glad it's not scary. I don't really feel up to washing any more of your soiled boxer shorts.
I resent that. I actually wear Y-fronts. Damn it. What the hell am I supposed to be doing in this game?
I went to hell once.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes I did. No, actually, I didn't.
I thought so.
If you were to make a video game, what would you call it, OCG?
I would call my video game Jesus Christ in Nail Me to the Cross Again and see what you get, motherfucker.
Oh, ha ha!
Yes, I am bloody hilarious.
Offensive too.
Very. I once gave Gordon the Goofy Gorilla an enormous wedgie and drew a penis on his head while he was sleeping.
Oh, whatever happened to Gordon the Goofy Gorilla?
Well, I believe he was shot by the hunter out of Jumanji.
Oh no!
Don't be too sad, Bertram. He was turned into a wonderful ruck.
Oh, that's not any better. Now people can walk all over him.
People were always walking over Gordon, especially that wife of his, Petra, the professional prostitute.
Speaking of professional prostitutes, can we watch Star Wars later?
What the hell does professional prostitutes have to do with Star Wars?
Because, some professional prostitutes like Star Wars?
You know, I've never been much of a Star Wars fan, but Star Horse, well, that's much more my thing.
Well, that's because you're a pervert.
How have you known that I am the latest in a long line of perverts, Bertram? My father was a pervert. My grandfather was a pervert. My great-great-grandfather was a pervert. My great-great-great-grandfather...
Was a pervert?
No. Surprisingly, he was an artist.
Oh!
Yes. Apparently, he was quite shit. Did you know, Bertram, that I have a black belt in karate? I am a master of ninjutsu. I have studied taekwondo. I have a degree in bitch slapping. But for some bizarre reason, I still punch like this. Oh. Huh. I'm like a geriatric with constipation. Look again, Bertram. Ooh. You see what I'm saying? And don't even get me started. Bertram, did you know that somewhere in the world, at this exact moment, there is a woman touching herself and thinking about him? And also, in another corner of the world, Bertram, did you know that there is a man currently touching himself and thinking about him?
OCG, didn't you have an affair with a Smurf once?
No. You're getting confused about that time I had an illicit encounter with one of the Care Bears.
Oh!
I do enjoy those old children's shows. Oh, speaking of children, please remember, dear viewer, that this playthrough is most definitely not for children. So, don't let me catch any of you children out there watching this.
What if you can't tell they're a child?
You know the drill by now.
Do you mean if a child is wearing
We're
a
ready,
false
Bolt. Fire
mustache?
away.
Justice for Mia, pal.
Yes?
Justice for Mia.
I don't
Another
know.
shit show. Go on.
Let's
Where
start with the
did the
obvious. One of you
child
is a mystery caller, no
acquire
doubt.
the false
Someone here got Ava's
mustache?
phone, dressed up, and called the group to
They
deliver
bought
a
it
speech.
from a
The
man
boys know who our
selling
guests
false
are, which in
mustaches
itself
on
is
the
already an
streets.
important clue.
Well,
The rope
then
wears the
provided
most
the
generic
child
thing in
is
Dungeon
wearing a
Not as
false
generic as it seems.
mustache, they can watch this playthrough.
What if they're wearing
Yes, I
a
told you,
false
the mask,
beard?
masks, I should say, came from the tunnels. The only ones who had access
I'll
to the
get
tunnels
back to you
were
on
Isak,
that one.
Lumi, Chica, and Sasha.
I
and
must
don't
say,
think Isak and
Bertram,
Lumi have anything
this
to do with
game
this.
is
You can
pretty
take the
as a
analyst too,
picture.
For the sake
What picture?
No.
Most likely a picture of Ava Green.
Seems they would have
With
mentioned.
clothes on or off?
Oh, definitely off.
Oh
I was
yeah,
with
that
Dad.
is a pretty
And I was with
picture.
Chica.
Yeah,
You don't have
You
a
don't
copy
trust
of that
me again?
picture by any
just
chance,
trust me.
do you?
I
just
have
trusted me alone.
Let's face it, I headed to the restaurant right after the
1,246
call ended.
pictures
I have
of
no
Ava
time to
Green,
take off a mask
and you
and then dress that
can't
coat or
have
parka
any
or
of
whatever
them.
that was
Oh,
and chuck them somewhere no one would find.
What would a video game based
Can't
on
tell
us
copy
be
of the
called?
I'm not that quick.
Ruben Crowley
fast, but not
and
that fast.
Bertram Butler. Ass to mouth.
yeah. No one had time to
No,
undress from the costume.
actually, scratch that.
How about Ruben Crowley and
What you looking at?
Bertram Butler, guilty as charged?
Oh no.
The killer needed
Oh,
time.
no,
Time to
no,
dress
no.
and undress.
That's
With a lot of
bollocks,
training, maybe?
Bertram.
Even so,
Well, it's better than ass to
Would
mouth.
suit some
Nothing
people here.
is better than ass to mouth.
Annika, this isn't a
Actually,
movie.
scratch that.
A movie.
Oh, I
Of
forgot to
course.
ask, but how many
It's a
subscribers
recording.
do we have
A
now
video
on
recorded
here?
Before the call.
Not bloody
recording?
enough.
But it was
I
a call,
told you
not a file
before,
someone sent us.
OCG.
Yeah,
We need
pal.
to
We've
expand
only
our
had the hardware
repertoire.
transmit videos
Make
seamlessly
videos
via
on
phone
more
call.
niche
But
subjects.
the video had a
For
shitty
the
quality
last
to it,
time,
like a
Bertram,
recording
I
of
am
a
not
recording.
making
What if the
videos of
video was
myself
playing on another
showering.
screen? Another
Oh,
phone.
but it would
Ava's
be
phone to make the video
hilarious.
calls, a second phone
You
to
have
play
a
the video.
very,
That could work.
We know
odd
who had
body
extra
shape.
phones.
I'm going to forget you just
Yes,
said
but
that,
I'm talking
Bertram.
about
You
Dad.
know,
That's
Bertram,
obvious.
I procured
And
this
you were
game
with him.
for
That
free.
means you are
And
both the
I
main
definitely did not shoplift it from my local
Hand me the
game. Nope.
Nah, nah, nah.
Absolutely
not. Going down with that guy.
not.
Fuck that noise.
You know,
lied,
I haven't
okay?
seen value
We were not
for
together.
money like that since I got 75% off at my
Either you are
local
or you
massage
Too
establishment.
much of a fanboy.
That's
Isn't that a
ridiculous.
brothel?
Yes, Bertram, it is.
Funny that I couldn't
Why
find a
don't you
party
say
that
it a little
I
louder?
to spend.
I don't think my wife quite heard you.
Isn't that a brothel?
I was being sarcastic, you
Hold on,
crumbly
let's not waste
biscuit.
time on this.
Are you afraid
Oh.
this will lead to you somehow? What are you
So
trying
tell
to
me,
hide?
how did you get
Tell us
75%
what
off?
What?
Ah,
No,
well, my lady of choice had recently been in an unfortunate helicopter accident and was now simply a
You know what?
head
I'll
on
take it
a
from here.
stick.
Sweetie, the grown-ups are talking.
Oh!
Maybe it's time
She
for
had
the
a
little
mouth
kids to
on
tell
her,
the
I
grown-ups in
can
the room.
tell
Just
you.
shut.
Ha ha ha.
And not
know
much
you
else,
did.
it would seem.
I did.
Doesn't your
This
wife
phone is
disagree
the
with
key to
this
the
little
plan. How did the
hobby
poisoner
of
get hold of it?
yours?
We know Sasha
Well,
stole it from
she
me.
doesn't
Their
know.
words, not mine.
My first wife
And then
found
she
out,
got
so
Sasha
I did the
and took it.
natural
She did
thing
it.
and
Like I said,
plotted
I
to
lost
murder
the phone
her.
thing sometime before dinner.
And did you
Dad must have picked
succeed
it up when I wasn't
in
looking.
killing her,
When did
I
I do
mean?
that? First time I'm hearing
Sadly,
about any
not.
of this. Why
The
not Annika
stupid
for that
woman
matter?
managed to flush herself down the toilet before I got the chance to put my plan into
Chica
action.
to Dan. or Annika.
How?
would Dan or Annika
How
pull this
does
off
one
even? To get this
flush
chain of events
themselves
right,
down the
this is all
toilet?
sounding too
Well,
complicated.
it's more common than you might think, Bertram. Though usually just with small people. I heard Peter Dinklage had a
God,
close
you're throwing me
call
under the
while
bus.
taking a toilet break on the
I was
set
not
of
expecting that
Game
from
of
you. I
Thrones.
thought we had
Why aren't you
something.
laughing, Bertram?
Sometimes you act like a
Ah,
child.
What
Such a
are
naive
you
view of
doing?
relationships.
I
the
thought I
act,
saw a
Sasha.
raisin on the ground, so I ate
I
it.
don't buy her sob story about stopping you from betraying her with
And
Ava.
Harry.
It was actually one of Bertie's poo-poos.
But I believe you both knew there was a plan to
remind me
steal the phone
again,
from me. The
who
simplest
is
explanation
Bertie?
Usually the correct one.
Uh,
I say,
my mouse.
Sasha must have stolen it back.
I hope that's not a euphemism.
It took time to recover from the attack.
I don't know
Not
what
according
that
to me.
is.
She said
Well,
Sasha
it's
left the game
a...
room not long
You
after
know
they
what?
arrived.
Never mind.
You did it.
Oh
You got the
yes,
phone back.
Bertie,
Because
that
interference was but a
thing you
bump in
keep
your
in
perfect
your
plan.
pockets.
Admit it and get over it.
That thing
are you
is
having
called
fun now?
Bertie.
I just want to
It's
get to the
like
bottom of this.
Bertram.
It's not some game to me.
But it's not.
Go on.
Thank you
say
for
whatever you feel you need
educating
to
me
say
on
now.
that,
I was with
Bertram.
Mia during the call.
Could you and your mouse
One
please
person
pay
you trusted above
attention?
all else.
How are you supposed to laugh at my
You're
jokes
lost.
if you keep getting
Again.
distracted with raisins?
Let me do this.
It was a poo-poo.
You haven't got the chops.
At least I think it was.
You leave the thinking to me, Bertram. I'm the brains in this operation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just off to stick my fingers in a wall socket. I've run out of coffee, and I need a little boost. Ow! That
What about the
hurts.
poisoning act itself?
Ow!
What about
That
You have enough
hurts.
clues to intuitively say
Ow!
how the victims were poisoned.
That hurts.
Yes. It was the act of
You
conduct.
heard him, dear viewer. He's the brains of the
What?
operation.
As far as I knew, our crumbles tasted
Shut
like any
up,
other
Bertram,
crumble,
and
but the
telephone
victims
me an
thought it had a
ambulance.
different taste than usual.
I
So
appear
I
to
say
have
something's going on.
electrocuted
How did that
myself.
happen? Same dessert
What about
with a
the
different
stream?
taste?
Oh, oh yes. Well, let's finish the stream first.
crumble was made in
Is
2
this a
separate
horror
baking pans.
game?
Our crumble was made as
This
usual.
is
Apples
as
were
much a
delivered and used
horror
for that
game
purpose after
as
all.
I
The
am a
crumble served to the
relatively
victims was
normal
made either by
human
replacing
being
the apples
who
with another
most
ingredient
certainly
or by
does
lacing
not
normal
keep
recipes
his
with
wife
poison.
in a cage in the
It's not hard to
basement.
point towards Annika.
Most
I
horror
told you so.
games these
Don't crap
days
on a turd
have you
spinner.
running
I
away
refuse
from a
to believe it's
wanker in a
not
Halloween
possible.
costume.
Yeah,
I had to
since
play
no
hide
good
and seek with a wanker last Halloween.
Sure, but we can all
but
agree
you
that
played
Annika
that
had been
with
acting
me.
very weird lately,
Oh.
and the food she served to the victims after the
Wanker
poisoning, heavy,
indeed.
acidic,
Ha!
hard. Choices
Well,
so
at least
aggressive.
you're a well-dressed
So wrong. I think
wanker.
Isako's right.
Yes,
only be
tis
on
true.
purpose. She was torturing
Tis
them.
true. So, to answer your question, Bertram, this is not a horror game. There is a distinct lack of blood.
Oh, that's a shame.
So
You
what?
do love
If
blood.
Isaac said it, is it
Yes,
the truth?
quite.
Put
Ever
really
since that
Sienna.
chap with the
We have to
pointy
get
teeth
justice.
gave
If
me
that's
that
wrong, I don't wanna be
unattractive love bite on my neck,
Glad you said your 2
I've had
cents
such a
because I'm
craving
about
for
to
the
make you
stuff.
pound.
I'm
Oh
sorry. What?
no!
It was
You're
you,
turning
right?
into
Me?
an umpire.
Yes, you were
I
sleeping
think
around
you
Annika that
mean
day.
a
remember
vampire.
now.
I bet
Oh!
Annika wanted to make a
And never
chocolate mousse.
mention anything
Dad
related
forced her
to
to make the
sports
crumble.
in my presence again. The only thing I hate more than games that don't let you
Come on, you told us
customize your
already. We can't
genitals
trust Annika lately.
is sports.
I need to tell her what to do all the
noted.
darn time.
Oh,
Who knows what she
before
would've
we
done if I
carry
wasn't
on
there?
with the
She almost burned the
here's
food the
a
other day.
message from our
Someone needs to take care of
sponsor.
her.
We have a sponsor.
We do.
So you
I
were
promised
there.
Edwin
You
I'd
were
let
there
him
the
say a
whole
few
fucking
words.
I don't know a thing about what's in the pantry.
Edwin?
She might
As in
cook
your
with poison for
perverted
all I know.
brother, Edwin? The man who holds the Guinness
Hey,
World Record
let's
for the
focus.
longest
Look,
sustained
I know she can't be
erection.
the person who scared the victims
36
during the night.
years
According
and
to Isaac,
counting.
she's too short
Yes.
for that.
So, without much further ado,
Dressing
may
up to
I
scare the
present
killers?
my brother, Edwin
Dan is
Wagster.
actually too tall to be the
Oh.
attacker.
Darn right I am.
Thank you, brother.
Are we pointing
I'll
to Sasha
spank.
again?
Oh, I mean, thank
darling.
you later.
Oh.
So,
how so?
dear viewer,
You were lost to
I'm
the
going to tell
after
you
running
my
like hell to get there.
foolproof
That's all you
strategy
got?
to conquering any
You see,
beat 'em
you were
off.
bitten by a
I
snake,
mean,
right?
beat 'em
yes.
up game.
Like Dan knows. He might have told
Are we
you.
ready?
Who knows?
That's
Louis'
what
notebook
she
contained
said.
a number of poisons
Ho,
that could have been
ho, ho.
used against the victims. We singled
Now,
out some
to
based on the
conquer
symptoms we
any
observed.
beat 'em
One of
off,
them was,
I
interestingly,
mean,
snake
beat
venom.
'em up
I don't know what
game.
you're saying.
You see, this notebook was
All
found
you
in the
have to
trash.
do
According
is
to Louis,
treat
it
your
was supposed to be in the
controller
tunnels.
like a
Someone took it out of the
beautiful
tunnels,
woman.
used its
Yes.
information,
Hit
and threw
random
it out.
buttons,
And I got it into
and
your hand,
magic
so I'm
will
on the hook.
happen.
Okay, pal. We don't need to go and be
Now,
around the
if
bush.
you'll
You
excuse
think
me,
it was either me or
Mustache,
Jack.
I've
Yes.
got a date with
The
a
thing is,
juggler,
I was
and
searching
I
for some
hear
elements
he has
described
a
in the
lovely
notebook,
set
but I
of
found
balls.
a dead snake.
Ho,
A snake
ho,
exactly
ho,
like the one
my,
described by
oh,
Yumi in her
oh,
notebook.
my.
Someone killed a snake.
Ah,
I bet it was our
my
companion.
brother Edwin, ladies
I know
and
how it looks,
gentlemen.
but I know.
Oh,
It looks really
he
bad.
scares
Porter,
me.
you see the notebook
Oh,
deciphered?
don't worry,
I forgot to know
Bertram.
what it says.
Just
But someone
never
deciphered it.
turn your back
Not
on
me.
him, and your
You're the
rear
only one
will
fighting
be
it.
safe.
Sorry.
What?
Oh,
Much coincidence. innit? I followed the
nothing,
notebook's
nothing.
indications,
Oh,
get to a
I
dead
forgot
snake.
to tell
He
you,
said he got
Bertram.
bitten by a snake and
Edwin
killed it.
will be
Right?
coming to stay with us
Yes.
for a
There's the
while.
phone switch, the height of the attacker,
why?
everything stacking up.
Oh, I don't know. Something about him
It was
being
Chica
on the
after all.
run or hiding or some other nonsense. I said you could
obvious,
sleep in
right?
your bed, Bertram.
Funnily enough,
Oh
Louis'
no!
notebook
Oh,
actually
yes.
states that the snake
Oh,
is in
no!
fact non-venomous.
Oh, yes.
Oh no!
Oh, you know, that's quite enough
Hold on.
of that.
Why does your brother have a different surname
Those
than
notes I
you?
found.
Ah,
that you
well,
said
you
had a
see,
translation of the
because
notebook.
Edwin
Didn't they say
took
that the
his
snake was
wife's
venomous?
surname.
Yes, but they were wrong.
What?
Parts
He's
of it were
married?
correct, but some
Who
key
the
parts
hell
were
would
different
marry
from the original
him?
text. It
Oh,
omitted the
well,
part that said
he's not
unlikely to bite
married
unless
in
provoked,
the
and it
conventional
changed the part that
sense.
said
You
Not
see,
dangerous or venomous.
Edwin was the
Prolific breeder.
first man in history
The
to
decoded note
marry
says the
his
opposite
own
and refers to
scrotum.
the venom causing digestive problems.
His scrotum
mistake,
has a
maybe?
name?
If it was a
Oh,
mistake,
yes.
a
Yes.
misunderstanding of the cipher itself,
Wilhelmina
parts would be
Wagster.
gibberish, random
Willy,
characters instead
for
of
short.
readable words.
Oh,
But they were full
I'm
logical
sorry I
sentences
asked now.
with the opposite
Oh,
meaning of the original
I meant
sentences.
to tell you,
They were
OCG,
intentionally compromised.
but
But the
you
notes were in the
offended me
garbage.
earlier
Didn't seem to
when
take you
you
long enough to get
said
them though.
something offensive about
Some of us
me.
had the knowledge of how to decode
I'm
the
sorry,
secret message,
Bertram.
and
I'll
to
tell you
sell
a
others the
joke
fake
to make
decoded
you
version
feel
that
better.
would derail the investigation.
No, there's really
Someone
no
who
need.
understood the mind
I
of the detective.
insist. So, what do you call a Terminator prostitute?
I don't know, OCG. What do you call a Terminator prostitute?
I'll bareback.
You idiot. Someone
Ah.
wrote them.
So you
I
had
don't
access
get
to
it.
this notebook
You
and
know,
decoded it.
instead of
Never
I'll
bothered to tell
be
us,
back,
and you didn't say a thing when I
it's
talked about the snake.
I'll bareback. You know,
You don't know me.
because prostitutes
Notorious for
often
keeping secrets,
offer
yes?
bareback,
Why keep the
which
charade?
means
And it was really
you
obvious that
don't
something was
need
wrong, right?
protection.
Chica was bitten after all.
Protection?
Still, she's fine and well.
Like
That's
a
weird.
gun?
I
No,
was
you
going to
moron,
die
like a cord.
eventually.
You know what?
Sure.
Never
Maybe
mind.
You were trying
Twas
to
a
distract us from
very
looking
funny
into the only other
joke.
option, the Manchineal tree.
I was watching
Even
a
here, you've omitted the
documentary
line
this
that pointed
morning,
to a possible cure.
OCG, and apparently the world is ruled over
In
by
hindsight,
lizard
It's quite
people.
obvious that the fruits from
Is
the tree
that
were
true,
the origin of the poison.
OCG?
It's the only one
That's
that had the
correct,
same specific
Bertram.
digestive
That
symptoms
is
the victims
correct.
displayed, and
But
the only one
let's
with a map
just
to
keep
find
the
it.
fact that I just said that between us. I can't bear to get locked up in that asylum again.
Oh yes, you
Yeah.
told me
What
horror
happened to your
stories
hands?
about that place.
Oh yes, yes. The food was nightmarish.
Didn't you also say you were
That would
forced
make
to
for a
perform
convenient coincidence. The
fellatio?
Manchineal tree
Good
drips this
Lord,
dangerous
no,
sap, and you just happen to
no.
burn your hand
I
in the kitchen.
befriended
Every
a
pot poisonous,
guard
after all.
called Horatio.
Manzanilla.
Oh,
Manzana.
oops, sorry.
Huh?
And I wasn't
Spanish
forced
for
to
apple.
perform
What the-
fellatio.
That's why you wanted to hide the box,
I
Seneca.
did it willingly, in exchange for a
How
bottle
so?
of gin.
Oh, you dirty swine.
You agree that
No,
Anika got
not
the blisters
wine.
while picking the fruit.
Gin.
While picking fruit,
Gin.
something's not right with that.
G-I-N. Gin. Not wine. Gin. Nothing like wine. Not red wine. Not white wine.
The tree was
Just
too tall for Annika.
gin.
You
Gin.
said the tree
Do we,
was not
are you
anything.
understanding me, Bertram? I am talking about
What?
gin.
Someone else was
Bertram.
taller.
Yep, Dan did it.
You've fallen asleep again, haven't you?
Someone was
Bastard.
taller, and we have proof that they were
Do you
there.
like
We both used the same map
retro-inspired
that Lulu left to
platformer
guide us to the
games,
tree. I took a
OCG?
turn following the
You
map's
know,
instructions, and I
games
reached
like
a dead end at
Shovel
some point.
Knight
The way was
and
wrong, but surely the killer
Curse
and I
of the
committed
Moon?
the same mistake. As,
No.
like I said before, we were
And
following
let
the
me
same
tell
map,
you
and
why,
Chica was
Bertram.
bitten by that snake in that same dead end.
So, here is
Really?
OCG's
Gosh darn
guide
it.
to why
And you were
all
accusing me.
retro
I
8-bit
remember the
platformers are absolute arse or bollocks, whichever you prefer. Number one, knockback.
Anika,
Enemies can knock you
No, you
back
won't.
and cause
Punishment will
your
be swift.
character to
On the other
fall
hand,
into an
you are
instant
even
death
taller.
pit
Why
or
me now?
spikes.
I remember.
Knockback
Those gloves you used to search
can
the
go
garbage.
to
You
hell.
need something like that to pick
Number
the fruit.
two.
The apples. Also explaining why you
Bosses
pushed
with
Annika into doing the
seemingly
crumble. You
infinite
saw the
life
notebook's poisonous
bars.
apples,
You
and a
have to
plan kicked into
beat
action.
on these bastards
gloves are
harder
you prove now?
than an obsessive compulsive
Meticulous plan, all to
masturbator.
deliver justice,
The boss
right? Your
fights
precious
can go
justice.
to
Kill
hell.
the killers, an eye for an
Number
eye.
3.
So why?
Opposite to
why
the
did
problem
you want
with
to
the
poison
boss
me?
fights, often our playable character dies in only a few hits, and is often as soft as I am, watching the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy.
Oh, that's an erection
Why would
joke.
I do that?
You're
I'm sad for her,
absolutely
you know
right, Bertram. Well done, you.
Sorry for the
So,
mistake you made.
playable characters that die in a few hits
Annika prepared the
can
desserts.
go to hell.
Here's the food.
Number
Exactly.
4.
Who told us you were always
Sequences
in the
when you
kitchen?
ride
We
a
were all in the
hover
kitchen
bike.
that day.
Does anyone
I saw
remember
you going
Battle
around and watching
Toads?
Harry and Mia while they
Need
were
I
investigating.
say more?
Same.
Hover bike
Yeah, no
sequences can go to hell. Number
I tried to
5.
Tell them, mate.
My wife. Now this has nothing to do with video
Don't
games.
pretend you weren't
I
happy
just,
Nicholas got
I
axed.
really hate
You
my
kept
wife.
praising the rook, hun.
My
Justice, power,
wife
force,
can
embodied
go to
justice until
hell.
I knew they poisoned Mia.
Number
What about their
6.
speech? It's
The
so...
stupid
poetic and poignant.
80s Pac-Man level
Well,
sound
Pac-Man
effects
was
when you
spontaneous
find
timing?
health on a power pickup.
What sound effects?
Pal?
You know,
Pale.
ping, boing, pika.
I know who did it.
Oh, I understand.
You're all in this
Good.
together.
So the bing sound effects can go to hell.
Of course.
Number 7. I don't have a number
Why
7.
would you say this? I had
Number
nothing to...
8.
You can't imagine
The same as number
allying
7.
with these
Number
these
9.
scoundrels.
Enemies
No,
that
not now.
fire projectiles
I don't care
at
about
you
your
constantly.
self-importance.
How
Oh,
can you
yeah,
even say
they
anything
annoy
at this
me.
point? How is it
There was this
possible
one
that you
time,
didn't notice all the phone
I was
switches?
playing
Huh?
Ninja
Someone else charged
Gaiden,
David's phone and got it to you
and-
after making
Shut
the
up,
call
Bertram.
because it took long enough for you to notice it. No doubt. Come on.
So,
you loathe them.
enemies
Ava, it's
that fire
really?
projectiles
You hated everything they
can
represented.
go to
You hated
hell.
how I was
And
taking away
finally,
your power to
number
control and
10,
punish them. You
to
hated
throw a
them enough
grenade,
to ally
you
yourself with
have
the
to
less
press
morally
2
inclined.
bloody
However, you fancy the
buttons.
likes of Sasha and
Usually
even Chica
up
and
on the
Annika.
D-pad,
Dragging Annika
and
into this.
another button.
Dragging Annika
Not
into this.
only is this
even know
annoying,
now.
but what if you
By the way,
only had one
Too
finger
complicated,
on
so
your
many twists
hand?
and turns
You would
makes
be
it almost
fucked.
Meaningless. To try
And
track
that's
down whatever
why
happened in
I
that regard.
hate retro-inspired platformer game
I'm
things.
such an idiot.
Does
You
that
all kept
answer your
underestimating Mia.
question, Bertram?
She saw through you in the very
Yes?
end.
Did
I
you
thought
know,
she told me to figure
Bertram,
out
that
how
I
the killer got the
first
phone.
played
But
this
no,
game
she
when I
knew.
was no
She told me
taller
not to
than
trust
Peter
anyone and to
Dinklage?
figure out how you.
Oh,
You
wow.
lot.
And how tall are
unlocked
you
the phone.
now?
How many times have we been
Can't
told
you tell?
no one can unlock
You're
the phone
looking
without
at me,
fingerprints?
you
Ava told me
idiots.
she saw Annika that night.
Oh, yeah. This is embarrassing. Beam me up,
And
Scotty.
Annika
Beam me up.
lied.
Have you been watching Star Trek
It was
again?
painful to see
Um,
you crumble.
No,
It was.
Bertram!
No.
but
How
I
could
love
you?
it.
You were the last shred
I
of kindness
told you
among us.
what happened to me when I
And yes,
attended that
you
Star
struggled.
Trek
You
convention in
struggled so much to
1993,
lie, but you did
didn't
it.
I?
You lied and told me
yes.
no one was with you that evening.
I can't even look at a Klingon
Someone
without
helped you.
having
Got
traumatic
into a room and got
flashbacks.
her fingerprint.
Remind me
And
what he
someone else
did
kept the phone
again.
locked and ready
Well,
to use. And I know
It
who
was
it was.
1993. I
You know,
was in attendance
the love
at a
story with
Star
active
Trek
violence thing. Why
convention
the
in the
movie-like
great
move?
city
To
of
knock on
London.
ahead as a step in
I
the plan?
brought a
You
guest
really
with
thought I
me.
would believe that Chica would
Twas
act
my
in such an
favorite
extreme way.
teddy
Sure,
bear.
we saw Chica do a lot of
what
violent
was he
shit
called?
over these last few months.
He was called.
woman
It
with
rubs the
passion
lotion
and
on
guts.
its skin.
Why
And
would she
did
turn
he have
so
a
quickly on you?
surname?
Someone she apparently
Yes,
liked so much.
it
I clearly
was.
don't know you
Or
that well,
else it
Chica.
gets the
I
hose
don't
again.
think you are that person.
But I
You
just
headstrong.
called him Bill for short.
But you never bet for anyone.
Anyway, long
You always
story
kept that
short,
sliver of
I
self-respect. Not enough to
accidentally
not get involved in
dropped
this
Bill.
plan.
And as I
You would
reached
never
down to
stoop so
retrieve
low
him,
as to
a
attack
bloody
someone so
Klingon
vilely,
appeared from
so
nowhere,
childishly.
trampled
Sasha's
Bill,
behavior
and
is
then
no
just
less
walked
unreal.
away.
Oh,
find line
bastard.
immediately after a violent blow
Bill
to the head.
was
And
in
it's like
tatters,
you didn't even try to pretend you
clinging
weren't,
to life.
leaving the game room as you
I
walked in.
attempted to
Why so
administer
many utterly
CPR,
bonkers
but
moments
the
in
damage
story?
was
Why such a
done.
blatant disregard
Bill
for a veneer of
died
realism?
in my
Why?
arms.
Why?
And that's why you hate Star Trek?
Shut the fuck
Yes.
up, mate!
I have
Please!
never recovered from Bill's death.
Always around
I'm
you were
surprised your
convenient
mother
that
didn't buy you a
found
new
Lumi's
teddy
notebook in the
bear.
garbage. You didn't even give a
she
fuck
did.
that the pages
That
or
same
the gloves
day, in
was so
fact.
clean. And you
then
waited to give
what's
us the
the
deciphered
problem?
notes, didn't you?
Never
Just
thought
the
of it like
papers on
that
hand,
before.
Waiting outside
You're right,
like a
Bertram.
psychopath. You made
Does
us
that mean
go
I can
through
watch
despair
Star Trek
and then
now?
hope and then despair again.
Absolutely not.
Blimey.
Oh.
Even the gloves.
Oh, ladies
You're
and
doing them on
gentlemen,
purpose.
it would appear that a vampire
get
has
there.
just crawled into
how
my
they were used
room
to get
and
the fruit in the
bitten
tree.
me,
don't get it.
somewhere
With
out
everyone
of
involved,
sight.
This could have been such a
Now,
simple,
while I attend
flawless
to
plan. Too many
that,
steps, too many
Bertram
damn
here will
breadcrumbs to
take over
follow.
the stream
Bombarded
and
by clues I
entertain
was.
you
True
the
or
only
false.
way
So
he knows
scripted.
how.
Yet so
By
clumsy.
talking
Everything.
bollocks.
Okay,
Fabricated,
play the
overproduced.
game.
You were putting
Oh.
on a show.
OCG, am I supposed to commentate?
That's
OCG.
probably
Oh,
why.
he's in the toilet.
Sasha made the call to the producers.
So,
Show
nice weather we've been having.
Let's start the play,
No,
guys.
not really actually. So, I'm Bertram. But you already knew that.
Filhos da puta, they were getting away
I
with
like
all of
singing,
it.
gaming,
just had
obviously.
to. Giovanni
But I'm
deserves
also
justice.
fond of a long walk. Well,
brought
I
me
used
no
to be
joy,
before
only
I.
justice.
Well, you know. Do you think being set on fire would be painful? I mean, I've been electrocuted, beaten, fallen down the
Don't fret about
stairs,
what's done,
broken
Harrison.
every bone
The
in
dice
my
were cast,
body,
and nothing
being
could
run
stop justice
over,
doing what
being
justice
bitten
does.
by a
Mourning
badger,
is only owed to the
drowned,
victims. Mourning to innocent ones
suffocated,
cast out by
being
the shadows of men.
asphyxiated,
Enough!
which is
I
the same
am
as
going to my room.
suffocated, it
Don't
just
ever talk to
sounds
me.
fancier.
Don't ever even
I've
speak in my
been
general
thrown,
direction. So long.
mutilated,
Bastard.
stabbed, shot, winded, assaulted, cut in half, cut into quarters, glued back together, tied up, hoisted, hung, hanged, strangled, mocked, glassed. But I've never been set on fire. So, do you think it's painful? Oh, look, OCG is back.
What are you talking about, you miserable pile of bones and bad fashion?
Oh, thank God you're back. Here, take the bloody controller and play your game.
You know, Bertram, I'm so glad modern RPGs are slowly starting to become more action-focused. Goodbye, turn-based battles. I'll miss you as much as I miss my Uncle Fredrickson.
Oh, did he die?
Oh, don't worry, Bertram. We won't be attending his funeral. He was a prick. Oh, I wish it was 2004. I was so much younger then. It was also the year I remember fondly as the year I lost my virginity for the second time to a sadomasochist in a gorilla costume. 'Twas a Halloween party.
Oh, what did you dress up as that year?
Your mother, which meant I had a blonde wig, wrote the word whore on my forehead, and wore the smallest pair of fake breasts known to man.
Oh, you're cruel.
It took you this long to figure that out, Bertram.
So I said to him, "Look here, Governor, I in absolutely no way wish to have sex with your wife. For two reasons, actually. Number one, she's not incredibly attractive.
Number 2, the woman is a bloody zombie. Now, personally, sir, I don't know about you, but I prefer my women to have a little more meat on their bones. And do you know what he said to me then, Bertram? Just wait till you get a bloody load of this. He said...
Bertram, what are you doing with that copy of Resident Evil 2?
I was going to play it.
Oh. I'll make the jokes around here, Bertram. Put that disc down before you cut your own throat with it or something.
Oh, that only happened once.
Now, forgive me if I sound distracted, dear viewer. I am currently spying on my wife as she takes a walk in the garden with a man that I believe to be her lover.
I think they're kissing.
Be quiet, Bertram. If they hear you, the game is up.
Sorry.
What are you doing now?
Eating a sandwich?
Fine. Do it quietly. I can't see bloody anything.
Where are your glasses?
You stood on them, remember?
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I'm happy about that.
Because you take pleasure in my pain, apparently. Wait, what's my wife doing now?
I think she's urinating.
That woman has absolutely no pride. Keep your eyes peeled, Bertram. Bertram, are you now urinating?
I forgot to go before we left.
What's wrong with you people? We are gentlemen. Gentlemen do not urinate outdoors. Damn it! Now I need to go. Forgive me, dear viewer.
Wait. I think they're kissing now.
Let me see. Let me see, you idiot. They're not kissing. Can't you see that machete? The chap has obviously stabbed her.
Should we help her?
No. Let's not do that. You know, Bertram, I was abducted by aliens once. Yes, quite a few years ago now. And let me just say that the anal probing that everyone seems to have a problem with,
Oh, Harry!
it really wasn't that bad. And I'll tell you another thing. Bugger me with a monument.
OCG?
Yes, Bertram?
35,
Why are you
36,
dressed like that?
37.
Well, Bertram, I thought that since we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today, I thought that I would dress myself like a teenager. Why? Do you not approve of my attire?
You look like someone's very uncool uncle.
Shut up, Bertram! Anyway, did I tell you about the story of the turtle and the hare, Bertram?
I don't think so.
Well, you see, the turtle,
So,
my dear
when he
manservant,
buys the same
turned out to
back,
be a serial
that
killer.
pendeja.
So he
Joking,
cut
but I'll
up the
definitely
hair,
pay some bills for
put
my house.
parts of his body in the microwave, and cooked him. Isn't that a lovely story, Bertram?
Not really.
All right, ship incoming.
What are you
One day
doing?
late, but here we
Well,
go.
isn't it obvious,
Finally,
Bertram?
for this.
Can't you see that I have clearly died, and I'm waiting for the Grim Reaper to come and take my soul to heaven?
Really?
No, not really, Bertram. We're still waiting for this bloody lighting technician to get here. When did you say he should arrive? He was supposed to be here 6 hours ago.
Lighting technician?
Yes, you know the one you were supposed to call today.
Today?
You did call the lighting technician, didn't you, Bertram?
Of course. Just give me 1 minute.
Bertram? Bertram! Where are you going? Get back. I bet he didn't call the lighting technician. I bet that's exactly what's going on here. Why am I talking to myself? So, Bertram, you previously asked me in our last session, how does one spot a zombie? So, I've done a little bit of research just for your benefit, Bertram, and I have here 3 ways that you can conclusively identify if someone is a zombie or not. Number 1, they will have a bad use of the English language. Now please, Bertram, do not confuse a zombie with a drunk Scottish person. I mean, I can see how it could be confusing, but they will often speak, how can I demonstrate? They'll make lots of noises. Now, would you like me to repeat that, Bertram? They'll make lots of noises, often combined with this gesture, or perhaps this gesture, or this gesture, maybe even this gesture. But the thing that will give away that it's a zombie will be the Okay, number 2, they will have awful personal hygiene. Yes, no doubt they will smell similar to something like the armpits of a fat Xbox fanboy. Or like that little bit of skin between your genitals and your anus. Yes. Number 3, they will have a penchant for brains. And what that means, Bertram, is they like to eat brains. So you'll be perfectly safe should a zombie apocalypse ever befall us. So, they will make noises like, they will have bad hygiene, and they like eating brains. So, I hope you took that all in, Bertram, because there'll be a test next, You know, Bertram, I consider myself to be something of a psychic.
A psycho?
No, Bertram, not a psycho, a psychic. It means that I can read people's thoughts, predict the future, that kind of thing. So, for example, I know that in exactly 3 seconds, I am going to urinate in my underwear. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. And there we are. Psychic, just like I said. And another thing. Oh, shit. Do you remember Rayman, Bertram?
Oh, I don't like Rayman.
Why?
He stole my last chocolate bar.
Bertram, have you been drinking the bleach again? You know as well as I do that Rayman is not real. Therefore, he could not have stolen your last chocolate bar.
But I saw him. It was the middle of the night, so I couldn't get a good look at him, but he was standing by the fridge, and he was completely naked.
That was me, Bertram.
It was?
Yes?
Why were you naked?
Well, you see, I often like to take raw meat from the fridge and rub it against my body.
I see. Have you been drinking the bleach again?
Shut up, Bertram. The point is, Rayman is not real. He is a video game character.
I am.
Ooh, that reminds me. Lara Croft is coming round later to clean the conservatory.
Please note, OCG is a fictional character. Any resemblance to persons alive, dead or undead
Yes.
is purely
I have
coincidental.
some news.
So,
Could I
my
come
psychiatrist
tell
has
you
told
all
me
about
I
it
need to engage
in
more with
easy
you
fashion?
commoners. So,
Okay.
please tell me down below. What do you think of this game? Like it? Love it? Want to crawl into bed and make passionate love to it? Dear viewers, thank you for tolerating. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That brings an end to tonight's sex show. Live stream. Damn it, I always say that. If you enjoyed this live stream, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to hit that bloody like, subscribe, bell button thingy. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram!
And we are done. Right, time to get naked and reenact the ending of Thelma and Louise. Get the car, Bertram.
But don't they die at the end?
Yes. What's your point?
Oh, this is going to